Our fourth speaker is the pulse, the beating heart of Little Pony, Pony Express Speaking Club. She describes it herself as Toastmasters on steroids, which is an interesting image. Woman who's too intelligent to fail a dope test. Add a little bit of German idiosyncrasy, and you can understand why one of her great heroes is Jim Henson. No Muppet she. Would you put your hands together, please, for Annik Rau?
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I hate tough times. It all started 4 weeks ago, and 5 of us were on our way to the Headcorn Parachute Club. It was a freezing cold morning, and I felt as cold as the content of 1,000 ice cream scones. As soon as we arrived there, we were running late because we had an English person driving. They put us in the queue for later on in the afternoon, and we were sitting there in one of these typical English greasy spoons, where as soon as you enter the room, the smell of the entire room would locate you and just stick to your clothes like a vampire would stick to a throat. Then we are sitting there and drinking coffee that tasted of fox fur. And my friend would say to me, Annik, you don't say anything. I didn't answer. All I could think about was what's going to happen to the chips and burgers I ate once we are doing the free fall. However, I shall later discover there are sick bags attached to your jumpsuit. Marsha continued chatting. And then she said, you know what? I'm actually more afraid of public speaking than falling out of the sky. And I thought, wow, because I still didn't talk. I thought, wow, scared? Standing in front of an audience of other human beings? Really? Suddenly, bam, our call to jump, and the nerves came back. So all of us walked over to the area where they put you in your beautiful baby blue jumpsuit with the sick bags attached to it, and off we went in the plane up in the sky. It was so loud, you could hardly hear your own thoughts. And once we were up 7,000 feet, my instructor, he would just shout to me and he said, Annik, if you look over there, that's France. I poked my nose out of the window. I couldn't see anything. All vision-related thoughts left. And I remember the conversation I had with Marsha. It's the same with public speaking. Most people, in front of an audience, you stand there, you know the audience is there, you can't see anyone. Nor are you able to actually make eye contact. All that adrenaline shooting into your body, absolutely distorting your perception of reality. And you feel people watch you actually even closer than they actually do. And to prove that, they had a study going in the US where they put a young guy in his opinion, very embarrassing Barry Manilow t-shirt. They sent him off in a room full of people and afterwards asked him how many people he felt actually saw him or realized his t-shirt. And he was convinced 50% of people. And then when they asked the people, actually only 20% noticed because everyone has their own stuff going on. And while I was thinking that, it happened again. The signal to jump. Nerves up again and did some breathing. That didn't help. And Dave, the guy next to me, he was with his 74 years. He was the oldest member of the Headcorn Parachute Club. He was the first one to go. So Dave gets up, walks over the door, bends down, about to open, and suddenly he stops in his tracks and he falls to the floor, having a heart attack at 8,000 feet in the air. Dell, my instructor, he was unstrapping me, shouting to the pilot, go back, turn around. And the little plane whizzed around and I felt the burgers and chips again in my stomach. Life can change in an instant. There are people out there afraid of speaking? Really? Don't live your life impressing others. People judge you anyway. Live your life impressing yourself. And if speaking is on your bucket list, go out and speak before you kick the bucket. And once we were down, safe on grounds again, we got the message that Dave was fine. He was in hospital, recovering, breathing again. So I have 2 invitations here for you. Number 1, you either get yourself a Barry Manilow t-shirt or something equally embarrassing. So at this moment, I would normally open my jacket wearing a Cookie Monster t-shirt, but I thought it lost its impact in the heat we did. So I thought I might just take my entire shirt off. No, just kidding. Or my invitation number 2 is, come, jump with me. We still haven't done the skydive, and we have time until next April, and we shall do it because it's for charity. We're building a school in Uganda. So jump with me. The entire thing only lasts 30 seconds, the whole free fall. Tough times never last. Tough people do. Are you tough enough?